Okay, so I know you're eager to start building business credit and get the money and funding your business needs to grow. But these are 5 mistakes that I see new entrepreneurs make that stop them dead in their tracks when they're trying to build their business credit. So I'm Ty, and let's talk some square biz. Now, the first mistake that I see new entrepreneurs make is you don't even have a business. I mean, you're probably saying you have a sole proprietorship or maybe even a partnership. But if you're not properly structured, then your business is going to miss out on hundreds of thousands of dollars of business credit. And there's nothing wrong with sole proprietorships or partnerships. The problem is lenders want to see that you're actually investing into a credible business. And to do that, you have to register your business with the Secretary of State. And I recommend you start either LLC, S Corp, or C Corp to show lenders how serious you actually are about your business. Because until you do this, you really don't have a business. It's just a hustle. And there's nothing wrong with hustles, but if you're trying to get business credit, you got to get legit. The next thing I see entrepreneurs make is naming their business.
Holy moly, donut shop.
I mean, some of these business names are whack. Maybe I shouldn't say whack, but they definitely need work. And you don't want to get a business name that's going to identify your business as one of those high-risk businesses. Now, what's a high-risk business? A high-risk business are those businesses and industries that lenders deem to be, well, high risk, right? So that's something like lotteries, gambling, casinos, adult entertainment. I know a lot of people want to start the marijuana CBD shop. Those are considered high risk. Also, travel agencies, pawn shops, consignment shops, those type of businesses are considered high risk. And lenders either shy away from them or don't lend as much or make you go through a lot more to get the funding that you need. So you want to make sure that the name that you pick out for your business doesn't identify it as being in a high-risk industry. You also want to make sure that it's broad so it allows you a room for expansion later on. And you want to make sure it's not whack. I mean, we all want a name that's going to ring bells and be recognizable. But in this case, no. Keep it broad and let the brand speak for itself. The next mistake entrepreneurs make that stop them from getting to the bag is not being able to verify the information of their business. I mean, we can't find you. And if we can't find you, we don't believe you. You probably need more people or more information out there on your business. So the first thing you want to make sure is that you have a business address. And you want this address to be a separate entity from your own personal home address. You definitely don't want this address to be a P.O. box. Don't use the UPS store and stay away from iPostal. Those are the type of addresses that are going to hold your business up, get it flagged, and then sometimes you can't even register your business with the P.O. box in some states. So you want to make sure you have an established business address. Now, if you have a brick and mortar, you have an actual building that you work out of, then use that address. But for some people that are working from their home, I always suggest to use a virtual office, a co-working space, or a virtual address. You can get this through companies like Regis or Alliance to set this up, where they will receive your mail and forward it to you, or you can go pick it up yourself. Either way, you want to make sure this is separate from your home address. Now, I'm not saying you can't use your home address. I'm just suggesting that you don't, because what we're trying to do is separate ourselves from our business. Also, when it comes to verifying your information, you want to make sure this information is the same across the board. For the Secretary of State, the IRS, and the credit bureaus all have the right address. And speaking of addresses, let's talk about the email address.
Whoop, time to go.
You need to make sure you have a professional email address, not the free accounts you see out here with Yahoo, Gmail, MSN, Hotmail. None of that. Lenders want to see a professional business account. So this is going to look something like your name at yourbusiness.com. So for me, it can be something like Ty@squarebiz.com. The key here is to have an email address based off the website that you've established when you bought your own domain. So when you set up www.yourbusiness.com, make sure your email address has yourbusiness.com at the end of it and not Yahoo, Gmail, or something like that. And lastly, for verifying the information for your business, you want to make sure you have the appropriate phone numbers. And that's a local number, a toll-free number, and yes, a fax number. Now, I understand a lot of people don't use fax machines anymore, but there are also a lot of lenders out there and banks that still use fax machines. So you want to make sure you have that for your business, which leads me into the next mistake that entrepreneurs make. It's important that you establish your business bank account ASAP, because you want to separate your money from the business money. In a lot of cases, lenders won't even recognize your business until you start a business bank account, or they'll use the date that you open that business bank account as the start date of your business. So you want to make sure you get that account open as soon as possible. A lot of lenders will want to see your bank statements. They want to see where the money's coming from, and they want to see where it's going. Because here's the thing, if it don't make money, then it don't make sense. And it wouldn't make sense for a lender to extend credit out to a business that doesn't even have its own business bank account.
That's sad.
So you want to make sure you establish that now if you haven't done so already. And the next mistake I see that entrepreneurs make is they're not verifying the accounts that they apply for are actually reporting to their business credit reports. Sometimes we get real excited and we start applying and getting approved for different accounts. But if we don't allow those accounts to report back to the business credit bureau so that we can establish a good business credit score, then we will get denied when we try to go for tier 2, tier 3 type accounts. It's important that we let all of our accounts that we apply for report. And it's also important that you actually apply for accounts that actually report to the business credit bureaus. Because if it's not reporting, then you're not building business credit. And that's why I made this video right here, to help you find those accounts that not only report to the business credit bureaus, but they also help you build your business credit and get you to the next level. So I'm Ty, that was a little square biz, and I'm out.